I know attorneys don't necessarily like to speculate, but I can't resist asking you if you have any predictions, just based on all the activity that you're seeing today, about how the privacy landscape is going to change over the next year or two that might come as a surprise, to the rest of us.
Right. So we talked about this already, but I think it's still the leading thing is I think the healthcare targeting space is going to be significantly changed over even the next 2 or 3 years. And so the current status quo is just not going to make it. You're going to need to see those companies do some pretty significant changes in how they approach things. The second area is the data clean room space. And there's sort of this misnomer that clean rooms are this magical place where the laws of privacy don't necessarily apply. And I get it, because it's arguably safer, and you're not, it's certainly not the open data world that the RGB space is. But regardless, you're processing data. In some cases, you're processing very sensitive data. Parts of it are being shared across multiple entities, and there really aren't standards. I know the IAB Tech Lab is working on some standards. I think the NAI is working on standards, but there aren't really firm standards in that space. And that's going to be a space that's going to need to be that's going to be regulated, if it isn't self-regulated, really, really soon.
That's an interesting take, because I think a lot of us in the community sort of believe that a clean room environment, because the data is not moving from one place to another, protects you from some of these tightening standards about data protection and privacy. But your point is that it's still data processing under the definition of data processing in a place like California.
Yeah.
Interesting.